Hey sweeties, it's Shawntél DuTelle and welcome back. All right, the time has finally come. They've been dropping little teasers all week long about, which villains were gonna be included in the designer villain Masquerade collection. And finally, Yuzma was the last one revealed last night, and today we got images. And that's what I'm here for, to give you my little adult doll collecting opinion. The designer series started back in 2011. It was really the first time that we saw that it was exclusively Disney princesses. And it was the first time that we saw them really on that scale in a totally different ensemble than what we normally see them in. And it was a hit. It was kind of started off, nice and calm, and it soon began to what we refer to as DOLLMEGEDON. If you're not familiar with that term, there are some hilarious videos. I don't know if they still exist on YouTube. If I can find them, I will link one below. It's not funny when you're going through it, but it is funny to look back and be like, who would have thought, these little Disney store dolls would cause such a commotion. I say all that to get to the following year in 2012, we had the first designer villains collection, which I thought was gorgeous. It consisted of the Queen of Hearts, Maleficent, Mother Gothel, the Evil Queen, Cruella, and unfortunately a skinny version of Ursula. Yeah, there was no BBW love for Ursula back then. And the really annoying part of that is that we love Ursula the way she is. She is big and bold and just out there. To me, if they wanted to go that route, I think they could have just went with Vanessa, because in the film Little Mermaid, Ursula becomes Vanessa to, throw Ariel off her game so she could continue to have her voice. But anyway, I want to get to what you clicked on this video for. I'm going to go through and give my honest opinions. We're all entitled to our opinions of the dolls that are going to be released. And let's get started with that. All right, first up, let's talk about Maleficent. What I'm loving is I'm loving this purple. I'm not too much a fan of the more, right now for me it's coming across burgundy. I've never really been a fan of purples and reds together. And I'm loving that she's showing some leg. The mask is very detailed, very intricate. The coloring is beautiful. It actually reminds me of the rainbow silverware. I don't know the technical term. To me, I want to call it iridescent, and I'm wondering if her collar is going to have that same effect as well. It's hard to tell by the picture. So far on these, though, much like the Princess Masquerade collection, this is looking like printed on detail, which for me is a big letdown. I do really miss, especially at this price point, the embroidered detail. But other than that, she's a beautiful doll. These dolls, much like the first Maleficent that came out, very much has an old Hollywood look to her. I could definitely see this being like a Halloween costume. Well, it is Midnight Masquerade. A Halloween costume from the golden age of Hollywood. On to the next, we have Lady Tremaine. This one I'm really digging. I just now realized that she has a cage built into her dress. Miss Lady Tremaine, she's ready for the Midnight Masquerade. Again, we're seeing this one is not as purple. It looks more burgundy to me with the deep hues of red with I don't know if this is going to be a black or gray. Once again, I see more printed on detailing. But this chain detail is gorgeous. I love her mask. Oh, and look, she has a little curl off to the side on her little hairdo up there. This is very Elizabethan era. There's a huge Victorian influence, especially in Maleficent, Lady Tremaine, and the Evil Queen. But yes, I think we would call her Mistress Tremaine for this look. Next up, we have everybody's favorite undersea diva, Ursula. And let me just start off by saying I am so glad that we have BBW Ursula. Because previously, that was not Ursula. Not in my opinion. Once again, purple is a big theme in this, but I'm loving the purple with the teal. She's also giving me, I'm noticing a trend that they all have the little sleeves, like the fishnet sleeves with their hands exposed. I am really appreciative of the detail. They have nail polish, and it looks like new hand sculpts compared to the previous releases. This, I don't know if it's a headpiece, but I love this flotsam and jetsam detail. And I'm really looking forward to, once I'm able to see these in person, the material that it's made out of. I'm also loving that she has an ode to Vanessa in her mask. Her mask is very much the face of Vanessa, mixed with, her hair and tentacles. Yeah, I really like that. It's like she's in transformation. And I love this detail of King Triton's crown on one of her tentacles. Miss Ursula is ready for the midnight masquerade. Also, I really love this. It looks like it's underwater. It would have beautiful movement, like a jellyfish tendrils. I don't know the fabric that it's made out of. It could be a tulle with some ruffling in it. I'm a deboxer, so if I pick any of these up, I'll be taking them out of the box because I gotta feel it. All right, next up we have the Evil Queen, who in her head is the fairest of them all at the Midnight Masquerade. Once again, we're seeing the purple and the red. That's a theme. A theme for the Golden Era villains. Her mask, from what I can see, I can't tell. This looks like apples. Evil Queen. Okay, I'm really trying to have... I'm really trying to find nice things. Her collar is cool. The Evil Queen from the previous designer villain set is one of my favorites. So this one is not as stunning. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with this one. I would say I don't know the price point of these. I think they're $129 maybe. I would say my $129, or put it towards getting the previous release of the Evil Queen. I will say that I can't tell because I can't see the back of the doll. I wish that when they put out these images, they would show front and back. But if she had a long ponytail, that would work too. But I don't think that she does, given her collar piece. But yeah, let's move along. Okay. Now we're getting to the good, the really good. Hades. My jaw dropped when I saw this one. I am like, please, to the doll gods, let me be able to get this damn doll in my collection. The head sculpt, everything is perfect. Perfect. And with him, I don't mind the printed on detailing because I love the effect that it gives of the lost souls. The souls that he has in the underworld. This is beautiful. And I know that whenever you see these dolls in person, the pictures never do them justice. So if I'm gagged at this, I know in person, I'm probably not even going to see it in person because they're not selling them in stores. I am beyond thrilled that we have the addition of Pain and Panic here. Yes, I would have loved an additional figure. I really think, especially at this price point, if they have sidekicks, why not put them in there? But, we have them in mask form. Hades comes with 2 masks, and they're a metallic color. We have the purple and the blue. His whole color story is just amazing for me. I'm a lover of blue, so. And next up, we have Yuzma. This one, a lot of people, especially in the doll community, were very excited. And, you know, when the kind of speculation was going around and we had rumors, Yuzma has always been a part of that. You know, whenever there's leaks, there's pretty good information. The leaks always kind of end up being legit. So the only one that didn't come out in the leak was Dr. Facilier. So that was a disappointment. But Yzma and Hades were part of that rumor that I'm very happy that they are in this collection. Also, the first thing that I noticed when I looked at Yzma is, and it, probably because last night I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I can see them using, especially after the Yzma doll was announced in this like teaser. I could see them using the Cruella doll's head sculpt from the Folklore collection that came out a couple of years ago. And that's what it looks like they did. Which, I mean, it isn't bad. It definitely looks like Yzma. But I just thought that was interesting that randomly popped in my head. I love everything about this doll. The only thing that I'm not a fan of, and it's been a theme in this collection, I am thankful that they're actually using chains, but I'm not a fan, especially at this price point, once again, with plastic. Yzma has feathers. Yzma's character, you know, she has the long eyelashes, the beautiful headdresses, and those have movement to them. So to have something stiff and plastic is just, it takes away when it could have been more. And this is when you get into a certain price point as adult collectors, we nitpick those things, but it's like, hey, come on, show me what you're charging. When I want to say the original Villains collection that came out, if I'm remembering correctly, was around $60. So, but back to Yzma, I can definitely appreciate it. Looks like she actually has embroidery on her dress. I'm really digging the the chiffon fabric at the where her dress flares out. I guess you would call this a mermaid dress, a mermaid gown. I love it looks like she has a different hand mold from the other dolls, and I'm loving the way they have her nails. She's definitely a favorite of mine. Beautiful headdress, and I really enjoy her mask as well. At first, I still think that it looks like Kuzo to me. So, anyone feel free to let me know what you think. If it definitely looks like Kuzo, if that's the character's name. I've only seen Emperor's New Groove once, and it's been some time. But other than that, I'm looking forward to this collection, and that's all I have to say on it. So, what do you think? Do you have a favorite? My favorites are definitely Hades is number one, then Yzma, and then Ursula. And I really love Lady Tremaine as well. She's ready. But they just announced release dates and edition sizes, and unfortunately Disney always does this. They put the most popular, they think that they're not popular, but like the fan popular ones, Yzma and Hades, have the lowest edition size. The first villain comes out, it will be Maleficent, and if you're in the US, you'll have to sign up for Merch Pass, and outside of the US, I don't believe that Merch Pass is a thing. Count your blessings, you are lucky, because Merch Pass sucks. So anyway, I want to wish all you guys a start to a happy doll season. And for those of us in the US, may the doll gods be with us. All right, don't forget to like, comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time, paint with all the colors of the rainbow, darling.